Hi everyone, it's Kathy here and welcome to my plan with me for the week of May the 18th to the 24th in my classic happy planner. Today I've been inspired by a video by Planning with Bumble where she used Wild Styled and Pastel Tropics sticker books together, and I thought that would be really good. I wanted to use the Wild Styled because I've got really into this at the moment, as you might have seen through my flip through the other day. But I also like the fact that the rainbow bits here in my Planner Babe planner will be reflected in the Pastel Tropics. So that's why I'm going to use those. So I hope you enjoy my video today. So as last time, I'm just going to start off by popping in my planner guides. It didn't quite stop anything happening yesterday. Oh, sorry, last week, but it helped a little bit. So generally in my spreads I do like to have a quote somewhere at the beginning over here, and having looked through this book I know there was a quote I really wanted to use, which was this one. I'm not too sure how the gold though is going to work with the rest of it, so I may try something different. So I have got the same quote but like that, so I think I'm going to go for that one. Okay, so I may use a little bit of Tipp-Ex just underneath it, and I think I kind of like that there. Now I really want something to go behind that, so what might be nice is a sticker with some leopard on it, something like that. I think that's going to work. So somewhere in this one we've got some of those. I did have a look through and I did find a few stickers that I liked when I was going through earlier, so I know I spotted one. So we've got that one, which is kind of okay, but I don't think it's going to work with the rest of it. I'm definitely thinking that I'm going to use one of these over here. So I think if I pick the pink as being good one, that's going to go over here, ready for a little bit of gratitude over there. Not so keen on those. Let's have a look. Might try a bit of that behind it. I know they've got those in the other book as well. I can't see a non-clear sticker that's going to work there, so let's have a look at the sticker, the clear stickers in this one. So I'll try a little bit of this up in the corner, I think, and I've kind of decided to go with pink, yellow and blue in this spread, so I think I'm going to go for a pink there, and it will go behind this one. So or is it going to go up there? Oh, I want to trim it. I think I'm going to trim it and put it up in the corner. So up in the corner, and then just have that up there. I'm still not sure about that. No, I don't like that. Okay. I think I may just change my plan and just stick to my wild styled book, because I really don't know what I want to do with that. Although I think I might just grab this gorgeous peach cheetah from here while I'm here. I may go back and see if there's anything else I want. I quite like that one down there. I'm not going to stick it on quite yet where I'm going to have it, because I might change my mind as I put it in. Okay, so let's go back to that one, and I'm back to this book again. I think that is going to do the job nicely. So just going to pop that on there. So now I need some boxes and some checklists to work down here. So actually, because I'm changing that up, I'm going to take that one, put that back. I'm going to put this back properly, because if I don't, I will never find it again. There we go. It's going to go back there, and I'm going to go back to my original one. So I'm adding some black in here. I think that's going to look really good layered on there. Okay, I am not going to layer it on yet though, in case I don't get it on there right. Okay, I am then going to look for my boxes. Now I've got a choice. These are quite nice, these sort of top 3 ones, although often I need a bit more than that. Obviously, because I've got the gold there, then the pink or rose gold isn't going to work there. So actually these are going to look really nice, because you've got the peach and rose gold on it. So I am going to start off with this one, which is going to go down here, and then bearing in mind that this is going to be on here. Okay, might need to straighten that one up a bit. So I'm actually going to pop that there. That seems to work quite nicely there. And I do need a checklist or something for down here, because that's Monday's often a busy day for me. These are going to work, aren't they, with the gold in there? So I think, let's go for a nice gold checklist down here. So it's going to go in there. I've got enough of those gold checklists to mean that I can use them nicely. So I'll have one up there. I feel like I want something just along the bottom there. So there is some nice washi tape, or a nice gold. It says, fill your heart with important with what's important and forget the rest. I like that, but it's not going to work in there. So I like that. Let's make a difference with our differences. I think that one's a really nice quote and would reflect the pink, although we've got the pink there, but actually, yeah, if I change that up a little bit, yeah, I think that's going to work quite nicely down there, just slightly onto that sticker there. Yep, kind of like that. Looks good. Okay, so then back onto this one, I am going to switch this up a little bit because I decided that I'd quite like that a bit higher. So that is going to go, I want it sort of firmly in Saturday and Sunday because that's when I tend to write my gratitude. So it's going to go in there, that's very wobbly indeed. And then I think the cheetah can go here or here. Probably there, I'm thinking. Maybe a bit further up on there, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put another box up here, so I want one that's going to work really well there. Oh, I'll tell you what, I do like this one. I do like this quote here. Find your wild. And it would have been, next weekend would have been our annual camping trip with friends. So actually that kind of works quite well in there with the theme of wild. Now I'm going to change my mind about that because I know I'm putting a checklist in here. So I kind of feel like that's not going to work so well. So if I put that in there, and I want another box up here, another one of those really nice ones that's got a little bit pink and black on, would work really well. It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you can go straight to the stickers you want, and other times it takes you ages to go through them. You know, I'm quite liking that version of it, although I guess I want some gold on here. I'll have a think about that one in a minute. There's a bit of washi there. Might be nice to put a spot of washi along the bottom or something. Might well do that in a minute. It's really lovely, this book. I think it's really nice in terms of the colour scheme and the designs, and actually being a really useful book as well. I'm going to put that on the side because, as I said last week, I do want a bit of a chore list at the side. And although it might not always seem that that's what matters, it's what needs to be done, so I'm definitely going to put that on there. Okay, so I'm still not finding the one that I was looking for. Keep getting distracted by nice things. Okay, here we go. So actually, I think I like that one to go up there. Yeah, that looks good. And then I've got my checklist there, so I've got all the boxes I need. I am going to need a checklist here somewhere. I'm actually not really liking that one. I'm just going to pop that back in there. And I think, yeah, that's going to go further up with the cheetah. There's a lot of changing it around when I do my planning. I'm not somebody who makes my decision and sticks to it straight away. I do like to try a few different things out, and I'm kind of liking that because I've got the balance nicely there with the pink down there, so that's nice. And I definitely need something in here, so I think I am going to put another one of these boxes in. So I tend to do more on a Sunday than I do. No, I want a darker one than that. I want a bit of black in there. So yeah, actually I think I'm going to go for that one. That one's a good one. And now, annoyed with the fact that one says remember and that one says remember as well. Yeah, that's going to be good there. So I'm going to just change that one and use that today one. I think that's going to work quite nice. I like the pattern on that too. I'm just going to move it slightly so that it's over the side. It's going to go down a little bit because I don't want it to be exactly the same level as that one. It's a bit too neat and tidy. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking good. I like the boxes that I've got. Okay, so I want something here. I've got extra quotes on there, so it could be that I have a quote along there. I didn't have any quotes in last week's, and that was kind of weird for me, and I'm just going to check if there's anything that's got some gold on, because again I've got lots of gold on one side, not so much on the other, but I'm not so worried about that. See, these are kind of nice as well. You're an original, be a kind human. Choose joy today. Always be brave and wild at heart. I really like that one. And that would fit with what I was saying earlier about wanting to be out camping next weekend with our friends. We've been going camping with the same friends. I'm not sure how many years it is now. They're friends that we made when my eldest son was a baby, and he's just turned 12. So we've certainly been camping since he's been at school. So it's kind of about 7 years, I think. And we all go, and there's about 30 of us all together, and we kind of take over a corner of the campsite, and I'm not sure everybody around us likes it quite as much as we do, but we do enjoy it. So I'm liking that. I've got a little bit of layering on both sides. I've got pink, I've got gold, I've got black and white. I think that's going to turn out to be a really nice spread. So now it's just a matter of putting it all in. So with the camping, you know, we all get together. We the kids all kind of treat each other a little bit like family rather than just being friends. And so the kids do tend to go a little bit wild for the 3 or 4 days that we're there, but they're all getting to be old enough now that they can go off and do that without us worrying too much about them. So we let them have a lot of freedom, and they just have lots of fun together. And then in the evening we have a campfire, and everyone gathers around the campfire and talks and has a drink, and it's all really lovely. And I am not a big fan of camping, but I do enjoy spending that time with friends, and I I have to say I really miss the fact that we can't go this year. Because it's quite an important part of our calendar. And actually, funny enough, I didn't get to go last year either because my eldest son had a football tour, so I ended up spending a few days in Belgium with him while everyone else went camping. So my husband took my youngest son and they went to a campsite at the River Dart, which everybody loved, and that's where we were going to go again this year. But of course it's not going to be possible, so we are now going to book for next year. So I think we've got it all sorted, so they're carrying forward our reservation to next year. So that's another thing that's sort of being put on the back burner. So much has been changed this year, and we still have a holiday booked for August, but whether or not we're going to be able to go, we're due to go to Turkey, which obviously we were really looking forward to, but now we're not so sure that even if it's possible to go, how we're going to feel about going. So we're just going to have to see what happens. I've noticed that sticker has come up a bit. That's okay, that's worked. So I can pop that in there. And this week we heard that the festival that we're going to this year, we decided not to go to Glastonbury Festival, which we quite often do because we're very local to that. And we quite often just go and have a day at Glastonbury Festival. But we decided not to do that this year. Instead, we were going to take the boys to a festival in Portsmouth called Victorious, that my husband and I visited it last year and had a really great time. So we thought it would be an ideal place to take the boys. But unfortunately this week that's been cancelled, so that's something that is really disappointing, but inevitable. I think it's difficult really to think when will we be back to any sort of normality again, but it is what it is. And the most important thing is that at the moment we are keeping safe and we're able to keep our family safe. So obviously that's what we're going to try to do for the rest of the year. And it's quite interesting sort of hearing other people speak from other countries, because every country is doing things slightly differently. And we are still in quite a limited lockdown here in the UK, in that although we've had a little bit more freedom this week, we can't really visit family and we can't visit anybody else's house. So it's all still, you know, really quite restricted. I did manage this week to meet up with a friend, and both my sons have met with one person each. So that's been really nice because it was a really good mental health tonic for us. And it meant that we just had a chance to, just chat. And for my youngest especially, you know, he just said, it's so nice to see a friend not on a video screen, but actually in real life. And they managed to kick a ball together and to each other. So I actually played a game of hide and seek around the estate, which is, I guess, the ultimate distancing game that you can play. And actually they were both really good about keeping their distance and making sure that they didn't run into anybody. And I think kind of weird that our kids are now getting really good at this sort of thing. Just hope that at some point they do manage to go back to some kind of normality. You know, there's been a lot of talk about how we're going to cope when they all go back to school, and I don't think many of us are really ready to see our kids back to school yet. I'm really not sure how I feel about it. So at some point it's going to have to happen, but I'm not sure that it's quite the time yet. We will see. Okay, so I'll put that little cheetah in there. I'm liking that. Pink cheetah or peach cheetah. And yeah, yeah, I think I quite like that. It's quite simple, quite not the most detailed spread I've ever done, but it's nice and it's functional. It just has that little bit of decoration that I like. So I'm enjoying that. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my plan with me. And hopefully I'll see you again. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.